I just realized this whole time I was muted. This is god awful. What the hell is going on here? There we go. All right, do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me all right? Okay. You let me know. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? Yeah, I realized that again, my computer doing the same thing. It just mutes myself. So let's see. Can you hear me now? Okay, yep. All right, perfect. You hear me good. So, all right, that's all we care about. Real quick, so number 25, Jordan Addison. Yep, I like this. I like this idea for the Giants, especially. We'll see what happens with them and Daniel Jones. But yeah, I don't mind this idea at all. Getting Jordan Addison for them. Number 26, the Dallas Cowboys selecting Bijan Robinson. Now, this is a player that's going to be interesting because at one point in time, you've seen him maybe go as high as the top 10, and then you'll see him go down here to number 26. And here's what's interesting about Dallas in particular selecting him. Tony Pollard's going to be a free agent. He's going to get himself a little bag. Zeke Elliott, do they trust Zeke Elliott as much anymore, especially with the contract? I don't know. I mean, he mentions he could be a cap casualty. So possibly. So if you want to look at, if you want to possibly go with a running back here, it's not the worst idea in the world to try to give Dak Prescott and them a weapon. But I mean, no Ringo yet. That's what's interesting is no Keely Ringo. And he's a guy that seems to be falling just a little bit. Seems to be falling. So we'll see what happens here as, all right. Number 27, the Buffalo Bills select Derek Hall, defensive pass rusher from Buffalo, or from Auburn. They do need a little bit, they need some help on the defensive side, especially for what we just saw. They'll have to go to the well again. But the weird thing is about Buffalo is like, they put a lot on Josh Allen. A lot. And their offensive line is not all as good. And I like for them when they mentioned here that Osiris Torrance from Florida could be an option here. I do like that option, I think, a little bit more than particularly Derek Hall. I do think that. Because they would possibly want to say they would want a safety. I mean, they would need linebacker help. So if this is where Simpson or Sanders, or even if they want to reach and maybe go after Noah Sewell, this would be a situation where you could see that happening. So we'll see, but I don't know. Buffalo just has some weird. They have some more needs than people think they do. If Ringo pass a 32 pick, I take him with our pick in a second round. Is that including having JPJ? So you would be taking two corners? Because I don't know about that. But I mean, depending on what you do. And here's the thing too. There would be a reason why Keely Ringo is falling, as well. There's a reason why he would be falling, because before we thought he was the consensus number one corner, but we'll see. But it seems like, yeah, he's been kind of taking a little free fall. Number 28, the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Dalton Kincaid, tight end from Utah. This one's interesting because this would be the second tight end off the board. It would not be Darnell Washington. I mean, but they mentioned that Hayden Hurst is reaching free agency. Okay. I mean, best player available. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of feel like sometimes going best player available works. Sometimes best player available is just best player available at a position of need that you didn't already take. Because if you're going in this situation, you have already taken JPJ. I don't think I see them going after two corners. I just don't see that happening. They would try to attack another need. But yeah, not a bad idea for Cincinnati. Go after a tight end. So yeah, don't mind it. Number 29, the Denver Broncos taking Isaiah Foskey, defensive end from Notre Dame. This one is okay. They do need an edge guy. They would need an offensive tackle, but unless they want to reach for someone like a Jalen Duncan, maybe they need a linebacker. Again, we've mentioned the other couple: Trenton Simpson, Drew Sanders, Noah Sewell. If they want to go after one of those guys, so maybe. But I don't mind the need. I don't mind this pick here. Number 30, the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Brian Branch, safety from Alabama. It's weird that they mentioned him as a safety because he can play corner, he can play safety, so he has some position versatility there. And I do think that this would be a nice fit for them because they can add on to the defense and you get position flexibility. You want to play him at safety, you want to play him at corner, you can have some fun with them. So I don't mind this pick at all. And then the final pick, Kansas City selecting Zay Flowers, and oh boy, just what we would need. Kansas City selecting getting a wide receiver. And they mentioned Jalen Hyatt. Oh boy, if Jalen Hyatt were to go to Kansas City, that would be absolutely insane. But yeah, in this, it looked like in this draft, Keely Ringo didn't go. None of the linebackers went. Antonio Johnson didn't go. Cam Smith didn't go. Let's see, who else wouldn't have gone? Nolan Smith, that's not as big of a surprise. Not really a whole lot of offensive linemen. So if you were, like, for example, for us, maybe this is where, getting yourself an offensive lineman in the second round would be beneficial. Jalen Hyatt didn't go. That's not as big of a surprise. Darnell Washington didn't go. Jahmyr Gibbs is someone that I could see possibly sneaking into the first round. So those are some interesting things to talk about, especially with the second round. And you'll definitely see those guys go in the second round. But other than that, I think, again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm definitely going to have to figure that out because we just can't be doing this every week. Either that or unless we decide at some point of time ever just go recorded, or we just pre-record and then we just post them each week. That could possibly be something we would do in the future. But obviously, especially none of the linebackers went. So... But yeah, we're going to have to figure this out, and then we will go from there. So again, I do sincerely apologize to everyone. But at Steel Black, I do appreciate you a ton for actually coming back and talking with me for a little bit more while we were in here. So, but I do want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, smash that like button, hit the red subscribe button, drop a comment. I think I'm going to go, as soon as we get done here, I'm going to try to drop another reaction highlight, another draft player highlight reaction. We'll see who I decide to choose. I have a bunch of them already recorded and done. Let's see who I feel like posting tonight. But till then, hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy title or conference championship weekend. And just don't root for the Bengals. Peace out.